Welcome to the world of theater. I am Rachel Kessler, and I will be giving you updates on theater. Let's start with story number 1, hitting it off with Darren Criss. Darren Criss is an actor from the show Glee in his role as Blaine Anderson. But after the show's end, Criss decided that he would come back to the theater and perform on stage. And thanks to Criss, he has now brought something more to our loving theater world. Criss has created Elsie Fest, the first outdoor musical festival that celebrates song from stage and screen. The festival took place at Pier 97. Darren Criss is the executive producer, along with Ricky Rollins and Jordan Roth. Criss said he was totally prepared for Elsie Fest not to work out, but that he still had to try. In an interview with Elvis Duran, Criss talks about his idea.
You helped organize this, did you not?
Yeah, this is an idea that I had a while back, just from having gone to so many festivals and concerts and stuff, and it just seemed like an interesting thing to try out because I go to a lot of festivals, and I go to a lot of musical theater and cabaret shows, and I go, why not try and put these two things together?
At Elsie Fest, many acts were involved, including Leah Salagna, Aaron Tveit, Seth Radetsky, Laura Onesie, Leslie Odom Jr., Starkid, and Darren Criss. Each performance was 30 minutes long, Criss being the grand finale. In between acts, you could go visit the beer garden and gift shop, though mostly everything was expensive, including tickets. General admission was $50, VIP was $250, the meet and greet, it was costly, but do not fret, a portion of the proceeds will benefit Broadway Cares / Equity Fights AIDS. Put on some makeup, turn up the 8-track, and pull the wig down from the shelf because Hedwig is back.
I put on some makeup, turn on the 8-track, I'm pulling the wig down from the shelf.
Hedwig and the Angry Inch is about a genderqueer rock star from East Berlin and born as the wall went up. When Hedwig was in her mid-late 20s, she meets a U.S. Army soldier. And they end up falling in love and get engaged. He will take him away from Berlin and to America, but the only way they can do that and get married is to have a sex change, which is where the Angry Inch comes from after a botched sex change. A year after they get to America, the year the wall falls, Hedwig gets a divorce and is left to making it on her own. So, she becomes a babysitter for an army general. And that's when she meets Tommy Speck, who will soon be known to the world as Tommy Gnosis. She starts off as his mentor, and later ends up being her enemy when he steals her songs and doesn't give any credit. But by the end of the show, Tommy Gnosis at his concert sings a song and gives Hedwig the credit. In the show, he says, "I don't know where she is tonight, but if you're real quiet, maybe she can hear me." The song he sings is an apology for what he has done.
Forgive me for I did not know. 'Cause I was just a boy, you were.
And he tells her that if she has no other choice, she can follow his voice.
When you've got no other choice, you know you can follow my voice through the dark turns and noise of this wicked.
Hedwig hears his apology, and it helps her be able to move on and become Hansel again.
For a song that hits you so hard, filling you up, suddenly gone. Breathe, feel, love, give, free. Know your soul, like your blood knows the way from your heart to your brain, knows that you're whole, and you're shining like the brightest star, a transmission on the midnight radio, and you're sitting like a 45 ballerina
Here's a clip from the trailer so you can get a better feel of what Hedwig is really like.
It is clear that I must find my other half, but is it a he or a she? Can two people actually become one?
The dark turns and noise of this wicked.
So here are the big questions. What is going to happen next? And what more is there to do? Hedwig leaves the life of drag and goes back to being Hansel, so what could it possibly be? It was revealed that the second installment was going to be darker than the first, which is surprising considering the fact that the first was kinda dark. It's extremely dark, John Cameron Mitchell, co-creator of Hedwig, says. A hell of a lot happens in it. It is dealing with what I am dealing with now, which is a lot of deaths in the past year. It's really about mortality. The first half of your life is, who am I? And the second half is, I know who I am and I don't have much time left. So the sequel is about the second half, Mitchell says. It's said that Mitchell will be playing Hedwig once more in what is going to be a miniseries. I sort of see it like Olive Kitteridge, like a long miniseries, 4 to 6 hours, he told Time Out New York. It is still a musical. It's very much about her. It's darker. It's about the second half of life, which is the antithesis of It's Get Better videos. For her, it gets worse. When Hedwig returns, it will definitely be about the limitation of life and how absurd that is. I, for one, am excited to put the wig back on and know what is going to happen. Speaking of Hedwig, Hedwig and the Angry Inch raises over $600,000 for the Hedrick Martin Institute. Hedwig is an inspirational show because Hedwig is unafraid to be who she is. On its Broadway run, 76 weeks, he sent a portion of the money from tickets to Hedrick Martin Institute, the nation's oldest and longest organization that helps LGBTQ youth. HMI is the home of Harvey Milk High School, a public transfer school in New York where some of the city's most at-risk youth can learn without physical harm or violence. Thomas Creever, Chief Executive Officer of HMI, said, "All of us are deeply thankful for the years of generous support, care, and love our youth have received from Hedwig producers, creative team, cast, and crew. Hedwig will always be a part of the HMI family and their positive impact cannot be understated." Aww, Hedwig certainly has left her mark. Well, that is all the time we have left today. See you tomorrow when we talk about the new show, School of Rock, the musical.